Good evening, everyone. Today we're going to talk about the topic: should education be a fundamental right extended for higher studies? What do you think is the advantage of treating education as fundamental rights for further education? Why are we all stressed? We need to be calm while listening to the speech, right? I am grateful to talk on this topic, which is the need of the hour to all the students. So without losing any second, let's begin with it. In almost all the country, before a decade, there were some countries under the control of monarchy dictator like the Germans, France. But nowadays, almost all the countries are with the prime minister or the president, depending on the system of government in the country, where leaders are elected by the people and plebiscite, meaning a decision made by the people has been prioritized compared to the past years, where dictators, monarchies were prominent. What can you expect about something which you can consider as fundamental right? Now, suppose you talk about one statement. You have posted one statement on Facebook, which is which which is a threat to the government system. Since you have the evidence of its unfair treatment in neglecting the poor people, you have posted that statement on social media, where freedom of speech is not a fundamental right. You are objected to be sentenced to jail. And the government has the authority, the legislature has the authority to condemn your statement, to condemn your actions, because you have spoken on things which is not in accordance with the law of the government. So what would you do when legislatures, executives are on the same stage, are on the same side? You are helpless. It's not that painful. Now, coming to a fundamental right, if freedom of speech is included in the fundamental right, you really did not anyone. You didn't need anyone to help you with your problems. The executives does not have the authority to grab you, sentence you to jail, while the legislatures do not have the power to capture you immediately, to remove your account from Facebook, to issue statements so as to threaten you from posting such related messages on medias, because it is a fundamental right. Freedom of speech is a fundamental right, giving you the opportunity to challenge legislatures, executives, and even the judiciary. Your rights would be protected as long as you have the evidence and speak the truth. Today, we find education is interesting. How do we grow from 1947 to 2025? Today, we have been in the top 3 of the most developing countries in the world. How does this happen? 99% of development in this country is because of education. Education sector, industrial sector, agriculture sector. When all these are combined and developed together as one, will stable the economic condition in our country. And as a result of this, I have found out a very interesting thing. We are able to manage this. In terms of agriculture sector, we have been one of the most productive countries supporting the Middle East, the Europe, and other countries to sustain their food productivity in their country. With the education system helps us setting up infrastructures in hospitals, industries, which are the need of the hour. And today, if we are getting sick, we don't need to seek for others' help. With no time, we get to hospital and get timely treatment from the doctors. Diseases have been cured. Patients have been treated very well. These are brought up because of education. So my point is, friends, in today's presentation, I would like to see education should be a fundamental right for further education. Because as I mentioned earlier, we talked about a statement on Facebook. We don't know what kind of backgrounds do she has. It's all about mindset and evidence. When education is under the fundamental rights, the women empowerment that is controversial is one of the most controversial topics. This can be enhanced. When parents are prohibited women from pursuing their goals, it's their right to impose grievances on the Supreme Court or the High Court, as education is under the fundamental right. Through this, they can achieve their dreams. That is all about with respect to women. In terms of everyone, when we have the right to educate, when we have the right to study, to do research on some important topics, maybe it's the system what we can see that will be unbreakable. As I mentioned earlier, we have been in the top list of the most developing countries because of education. Now, a lot of young students were prohibited from pursuing their goals, as education has not been included under fundamental right. A lot of statements made by numerous students had been rejected by the Supreme Court. Their parents wanted them to search for jobs, their parents wanted them to work for industries instead of studying, pursuing their goals. All this would be restricted and eradicated when education is registered under fundamental rights. So it's our responsibility to work on this education system to be included in the fundamental rights for further studies. As a result of this, I think we will be in a world, we will be on a stage where we have never expected where we would find a better situation on the stage that we are heading up to. Thank you.